Hello, happy holidays, happy Diwali, right? The light, of which I don't really have in my home. Every piece of light that is shining on me is manufactured mostly by LEDs, and LEDs actually are a great segue into what I find my triumph of this holiday of light over darkness. LEDs being incredibly efficient and one of my most favorite inventions of my lifetime so far. I just love what they can do and how far and wide they can go. I've also been playing with a lot of laser lights at work with my kids at the preschool. This brings me to the darkness in description, and I had an exciting, and maybe this is just funny, this is not science, but I'm referencing science, so it's science fiction, but fictional science fiction. I heard, this part is true, on Science Friday, they're doing a segment right now this week on NPR, and they're talking about why we can't explain, or how could we explain, so the paradox of why can't and why can, the wildness that happens to us in everyday life when the phone doesn't work right when it should, and it always does in a certain area or place or time and space, or why a vehicle, or why a person decides or doesn't decide by some unknown act or energy changes its way of operation or moving or functioning. So maybe we call that, right, Mercury in retrograde, right? The funk, the stink, the crank, the part that makes us feel that there is some kind of darkness overtaking all of our regular everyday life, of which we would not ask for. So the idea in this science description is, the real part, is that there's cosmic debris. Cosmic debris can take the form of anything. It could actually be matter and physical, it could be frozen in its liquid form, or it could be particles of gas and comes out like field or magnetic field. And they say that is why when it's all just it's debris, it's moving, it's shifting like our wind does, so sometimes it blows your curtains in, sometimes it blows them out. It just makes disruption, and it'll show up in our technology, and it might also show up in our bodies in a way that is unknown, right? So we'll just look at it in yoga. Why Warrior One feels different during certain times of the day, or different week to week. So the non-science part that might be true, but I could be wrong, is how we're dehydrated, how we're hydrated, right? Hydration is hydrogen, and the way in which that our body communicates hydrogen is really sort of that particle of functional life, right? So if you do or don't have a certain level of which you need that keeps you sort of at optimal space, maybe that's what makes us susceptible to this cosmic debris. I thought that was fun. Laugh or don't laugh. We'll take that into our yoga as like making ourselves most susceptible to balance and not to cosmic debris. And for that, I'll be playing Fiona Apple for this practice. Take your hands to your heart and to honor what it is that brings the light. And in light, right, what is triumphing over darkness in Diwali is it's represented in today. I don't have to move my car for that reason too, is that perhaps we don't fall into a place of disbelief, right? We can believe in wild and playful, imaginary, and exciting things. We can make up creative imagination, and then we can solve it with whatever is most apparently true, right? So let's go into that feeling. Bow gently to your heart. Maybe that ties together. Maybe the yoga will just be sort of make up for my confusion. Okay, so on that, water. This is going to be a half hour of power because we haven't done power yoga in so long. I was just realizing that I'm posting lots of core and lots of alignment and lots of flow. We haven't gotten to the power, and I know that a lot of people just really sort of eat that up. So for power, we do lots of chaturangas, we go lots of shoulders, so get shoulders ready. Take your right hand out to your right. My palm is up as if I were holding a cup of water, right? And then I'm gonna dump it out slightly. I'm gonna bow halfway forward. I'm gonna turn my palm down, but keep turning it down until your thumb turns towards the floor, and then press it back behind you. So now we're gonna rotate that again. When you come back up, palm goes up, you're standing upright, palm is still up like you're holding your cup of water, and you're gonna lean back and you're just gonna press your arm back behind you. So you're looking over towards your glass of water, pour it out again, palm down and then palm back and press back. You're halfway forward. All right, this is where I am. Just showing you from all the angles. You come back up, palm back, reach back. And then one more time, same thing, halfway. Palm rotates so much, maybe it's facing up at this moment, and push way back so you can really feel your back muscles tone. This one, as you come up and you reach back, you deeply reach back, and it's like a nice little right-sided back bend, and then you come back to center. Left side, right? So this is getting us ready so we're not yanking on any of the things that tend to be tight when we first start our practice, right? So we don't have to be weight bearing to warm up. We can do this fully on our sort of the function of our breath. Palm up, left arm out to the left. Halfway down, palm first turns to face the floor, and then keep rotating so the thumb turns down, and then push back, okay? If you keep your eyes in the direction your arm is reaching, right, which is also called an asymmetrical tonic neck reflex, which is a primitive reflex, palm up, reach back. We're doing it intentionally though, so we're following that arm, which is also really good for the neck, as it sort of contributes to shoulder, neck, and head, right? Come back up. This is number 2, back up, open. And this one's number 3, and I always like number 3 to be a little more dramatic, so press back, lift up a little bit more, still looking left, come back up, yay, 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 open, a little bit wider back behind you, and then you come up, and we're at the center. Ooh. Okay, right side, one more time, different. Palm is up again, you're out to the side, to your right. We're crossing the body this time. So now you're going to bow halfway forward and reach across and over to your left. Tuck your chin. And then follow right arm, palm up, over to your right. Cross again on your exhale. It's a little halfway. You're going to feel it from your right top of hip out to the fingers. Inhale, come up, bright, big. This is also a great way to encourage your energy to wake up from those stored places where we get stuck. So waking up, yay. Third, number 3, we love it. And then hand down to your side. Ooh, that's nice. Left arm, palm starts up. This is crossing over to the right. Ooh, little chin tuck. Nice inhale up, open, surprise. Exhale, halfway reach. It's like a little bit of a right, a little modern dance, open on that inhale, exhale, sweeping, it's graceful, right? Or it's silly and it's fun, it's like presenting magic, right? Out to your side. I always love that. So here we are. We're set for this. I'm trying to use parts of my home that look different every time, or at least so I don't have to move all my furniture every time we practice. I'm starting from the back of my mat, and all I'm doing is just lining my heels up underneath my hips, and then sit the butt back, reach the arms forward, and then sink the heart down. Right? When you come up to stand, turn the palms up, reach them out to the sides, and heart lifts, chest up, so it's both sides up. And then follow arms forward and down as you forward bow to your toes. Okay, so I hope I fit in the screen. You walk your hands forward to the front of your mat. Okay, this one is going to go right leg up, so you have a 3-legged plank. And then you're going to exhale, pull the knee forward, and then straighten the leg over to your left. You're just going to pause here. So your legs are in 90 degrees and you're kind of squeezing your junk in the center. And all you're gonna do is turn that left heel over to the right, and we're gonna drop the right hip down, look forward and up, and then exhale, lift the hips, keep the legs, tuck the chin. So you're gonna feel a deep oblique crunch on that right side. Number 2, exhale, drop, chest lifts. And then exhale, tuck, little squeeze. Number 3, drop the hip, lift the chest. You're not landing entirely, you're mostly in your hands. Open through the right side of the chest. This exhale, first bend the elbows. So chaturanga the arms with the legs here. And then straighten the arms and go for the tuck. Then you're gonna bring that right knee back in and step back to down dog. So it's quite a squeeze in for your diaphragm and for your midsection, your core, your abdomen, right? Your midsection obliques. So you'll find that you might even really kind of come out of that with a nice feeling of kind of deep breathing, right? So back to down dog. Inhale to plank, left leg lifts. On your exhale, tuck your knee in towards your heart, chest, and then cross it underneath to the right. I'm flexing both feet. Right here, I'm on the pinky side of my left foot, and then the inner side of the right foot, right? Still pretty energized in the feet to keep that ankles balanced. Okay, drop that left hip, lift the chin. That's a nice stretch, and this is a nice tuck. Lift the hips, tuck the chin. Okay, I really like this song. Drop that hip, lift the chin, the chest, the heart, broad across the left collarbone, and then tuck. Oh, this is good, so we can kind of sport our amazing sort of yoga look throughout this cold season. Most of it will probably be on Instagram, right? Drop the left hip. That's okay. I'm not mad at it. It just needs to be interesting, and don't create some kind of guise for some other kind of like a platform of unrelated business, right? So if you're gonna post sexy pics, just say, this is a sexy pic. I like it. That's all, not political. Right here, bend the elbows. Here's your chaturanga. Wide, you can feel the left lats here. Straighten the arms, tuck the chin, then tuck the left knee, and step back to down dog. Okay? This inhale, come to plank pose again, then drop the hips, lift the chin. You're in a high cobra. Okay? Then you're gonna bow forward, tuck the chin, and you're gonna lift the heels so that you're in chaturanga again. Come up to plank, keep your shoulders forward, tuck the chin so you go into a little ab strength. Okay, when you lift the chin, drop the hips. So it's just a simple cobra, and that's going to chaturanga. Straighten the arms, tuck the chin, keep the hips coming forward, and lift the chin. Drop the hips. High cobra, right? I'm sort of going into the flip of the feet. You don't have to, right? You do what you want to do. Hey, bow to chaturanga. Up to plank. Tuck the abs. And then realign, reset, back to down dog. Awesome. Right here. Right foot's gonna step outside right hand. Here's our little step training that we've been doing, okay? Then you're gonna go back to three-legged dog. Right leg is back. Come forward, tuck the knee, cross underneath to the left. Here you go. Drop the hip, lift the chin, then pick up the hip, chaturanga the arms. You lift that heel right there, so you have the cross leg, little nut squeeze, chaturanga, tuck in, pull the knee in, press back to three-legged dog. And then when you come forward in your inhale, we go straight to plank pose. The right foot goes to the floor, and the hips drop and go right up into your cobra. Okay, so we're just combining those two little exercises together. Bow to chaturanga, inhale to plank, tuck the chin first, and we get into that little C-curve dive, and then realign to down dog. Okay, so something you might have noticed already at this point is that this is a lot of stuff on the hands. So what I'm doing here, and I'm asking for maybe you to try this too, is just take a little rest on each hand and keep your chaturanga or your down dog as close to down doggy and squarish, even as possible, but practice going one-handed, right? So this is a part of the exercise, right? Staying kind of even in your distribution, and don't let sort of any kind of cosmic wave disrupt your peaceful flowing joint space, okay? On your next inhale, you'll come up with the left leg to the outside of the left hand, right? So we're just starting from this little lunge space. Okay, I really mean to get into some hips today, but it's starting to turn out to be very shouldery. All right, left leg goes back, three-legged dog. Pull the knee forward and tuck it. Place it underneath to the right. Right heel goes to the left. Left hip drops, chin lifts. And go into that chaturanga. Straighten the arms, tuck the knee, and press back. Here's your three-legged dog. Inhale, regular plank, left foot to the floor. Exhale, drop the hips, up dog or cobra. So we're at that point where you can choose. Exhale the chaturanga. Inhale the plank, tuck. Woo! And then align, down dog. Nice, so let's take a break from those hands. Walk your hands back to your feet. Woo, thank you wrists, thank you thumbs. Love you. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, fold. You get a little leggy. Inhale all the way up. Arms reach up. Palms together and hands to your heart. Doing well, right? So we're going a little bit further, but bringing some legs into this. So this is kind of a fun one. I think it reminds me of more of this summer when we were doing, I had kind of a brain myopic fixation on leaping. This is going to be more like bounding, right? So leaps and bounds. Sounds like this little drawing tool I use at preschool. And I probably should start doing that on myself too. So if you've ever seen my tripod grasp, it could use some work. Sorry, I can still help your children if you need it. Right knee is lifting, you're standing on your left leg, my hands are at my heart just because this helps me balance. You might have them at your sides as long as you're not knocking over your good stuff in your home, right? Or your friends. Okay, so as you kick out that right leg, you're gonna let it catch you in a lunge. Now, once you're balanced here in your lunge, take up for a high lunge. We're gonna go for a little twist to the right. It's a tall twist, then you're gonna just straighten the front leg. My left heel is still lifted. Right, on your exhale, as the right knee bends, the left arm goes up, forward, and then down. Right here, then the hands plant, you lift the heel so that you're in the tuck, and then you take it straight over to the left and chaturanga the arms. Then you come back up, straighten the arms, tuck the knee, press back, three-legged dog. Go for open hip here. It's pretty cute. And now as you come to plank pose, the right foot goes to the floor. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to chaturanga, sorry. Then go back into your tuck and press back to down dog. Okay, hands walk back, we go to the other side. So this is just adding to our little combo set. Let's see, inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. And as you find that, right, it's a lot of content and information, but really it's just a lot of repeat of movements, and it's not meant to sort of throw you off into some spiral of choreography, because I know that I can do that. I'm trying to be fluid though with what it's offering, so try to recognize where we're just repeating, and we're turning the dial up every time we move through our three-part sequence. So you might already know that about me, right? So you're standing on your right leg, left knee is bent, and left leg is out in front of you, okay? So here's your reach forward into that left foot, so you land in your lunge. Okay, arms go up, and you're in a nice, sweet high lunge. Welcome. Hello, lunge, I've missed you, right? Turn your twist over your left shoulder, and then straighten that left leg. It's just a nice, tall scissor leg twist. If you think about it, this is exactly what you've been doing on the floor if you were to make little chaturanga arms right here. So it's the same legs in this twist. Okay, with the left knee bends, the right hand touch the floor, and left arm sweep to reach. This is the same rotation of the shoulder and the arm and the hand of the palm, watching it as it comes forward so that your left hand can land. right? So the same when we were doing those reaching exercises as the first sort of movement exercise in class, right? Okay, hands plant so the left heel can come up. Yay. It's going underneath you to the right. Okay, drop the hip. Here's that up dog. Bow it to chaturanga. Perfect, tuck the knee and place it back. Open hip, three-legged dog. Awesome, right? If you haven't done yoga in a while, if you haven't sort of felt sort of the practice going into a little bit more of the muscular request, right? So welcome it, right? Wherever the strength, the length, the space is coming from, what it feels like, right? Just kind of coming back into the light. Okay, come forward, plank pose, left foot's to the floor, drop the hips, heart lifts, and bow back to chaturanga. Inhale up to plank, exhale into that C-curve tuck, and realign to down dog. Okie dokie. Right leg picks up, three-legged dog, open the hip and place the foot to the outside of the hand. This is kind of a cool thing that I've been working on very briefly and lightly because I've been a little bit more fixed on other things, but this has kind of been in the background of my dreams, and as you may know, my dreams are too crazy to describe with words. So you're in a wide lunge here, right? Low lunge. And now you're gonna chaturanga the arms. So that's a big hip opener. You're welcome. And now when you push off the floor, that's when we get the example that we've done before, which is of that sort of push off of the hands to get to three-legged dog rather than having to use your back muscles. Now walk hands back to your left foot so you're in a standing split. Now tuck your right knee in like you're going for a little cannonball. You can bend that left knee too. Right knee comes up with you. Yay, standing. Right leg slide out in front of you. You can flex that foot if it helps. You fall forward. You tombe forward. Do that right leg lunge and open your twist to the right. All right, one of my favorite twists, right hand back to your left leg, back leg. As your left arm reaches up, straighten that front leg. Super cute. Now on your exhale, bend the knee, hook that left elbow, and sweep that right arm. We're just following it, right? The breath goes up, it follows forward, so do your eyes, and that right hand comes out in front. You unhook the twist, so you're in low lunge. You're gonna plant the hands to tuck the heel, and then you're gonna sweep that right leg underneath to drop the hip. Adding, okay? So your left toe goes to the right. Hips come up, fallen warrior, left arm goes up, reach. Reach across the room or wherever you like. Left hand comes down, and right here is where we sweep ourselves into a chaturanga. You inhale to that knee tuck, and you exhale back to that open hip three-legged dog. I'm looking at you underneath my right arm, hi. Right, on your inhale, come forward to a plank pose, foot to the floor, and then go right into the dropped hips. Up dog to chaturanga. Up to your plank, tuck the chin, and then align it to your down dog. Right, so that's the right side. Right, again, take your time, pull your right hand off the floor, reach it back, sweep it, spin the wrist. Right, spin the elbows from the shoulders. Place that right hand. Left arm goes back, sweep the wrist. Feel your right hand claw the floor with the fingertips and not just the wrist. Left hand goes to the mat. Looks good. All right. Come forward, left leg goes up, and step left foot outside, left hand. So this is where we started, right? So you first feel that lunge, feel the feet curling the floor, still the hands sharing the responsibility, and this is gonna be a chaturanga in the arms while you're in lunge with that left foot, knee, hip. Right? So now you really push off to three-legged dog, right? So your back, left leg's lifting, and your hands are walking back to your right foot. So you're a standing split here with the left leg up, and now cannonball tuck. Okay, left knee is coming in towards your heart, your chest, your collarbones. Right knee has a little bend, so you can kind of power up from that standing leg. And you come up to stand on that right leg. Left leg is out in front of you. right? We'll fall forward. Wonder. French people, ballet friends, tombe, does that mean fall? I think it means fall. Tumble, tumble. Ugh, so smart. Over the left shoulder. We're in a twist lunge, then left hand goes to the back right leg. And as your right arm reaches straight up, grab for the ceiling, grab for the sky, tailbone down, left leg straightens. And your exhale, right arm comes forward, hook the elbow. Turn back to look at that left hand with sweeping back, up, and then out in front. Yay. Left hand comes down, both hands down for your lunge pose. Left heel comes underneath to tap to the right. Okay? Right here, we're gonna drop the hips first. We got that hip open. Feels pretty good. Pull up. It's a lot of core there. Right arm reach. Fallen. Warrior, reaching and loving. Right hand comes down so that you can chaturanga the arms. Okay, left knee tucks as you come back up. Go for your open hip, three-legged dog. Hello, hello. All right, and as you inhale to plank pose, the foot comes to the floor, and then drop the hips. So it could be a full, sort of you follow the whole length of your inhale, so you have to control it because it can be quite quick, to get you to plank to up, that's cobra up dog, okay? And then your exhale, twist chaturanga, and then up to plank pose, right? Or it's a C-curve plank, sorry. And slide it back to down dog. All right, we have one more little cutie set to finish this up. I've been really liking some images of side planking with a little knee tuck, so I'm excited about that. So here we go, starting it from the top. Right leg up, open hip, three-legged dog. When you bring your right knee forward, you're gonna actually take it across the heart and tap your left elbow and right knee. So your left hand's gonna come off the floor. And then left hand goes back to the floor. That's when you're going back to a three-legged dog, open hip. Okay, we're gonna actually take this even further. We're gonna go to a side plank on the left leg. Right knee is lift, so you have a kind of a tree version shape. And we're gonna kind of fall forward, it's our tombe into a lunge. Right hand's gonna come back to the front as the right foot lands. And then also, chaturanga the arms. Now, push that back, three-legged dog. Fix your mat, walk your hands back to your left foot. Okay? Right knee tucks. Bring it up with you. Arms up, right leg out. Fall forward. High lunge, twisting. Right hand back, left arm up. Now I'm gonna reach that left arm, and it's up to you as you straighten that front leg to reach farther back behind you in this reach. So think of when we started class and we reached across the heart, it's similar to that with that left arm. Whew. Come forward, right knee bends, left elbow hook, right arm forward, reach, and then meet the hands at the heart. So balancing, twist lunge at the heart. A little bit further in our reach and our place and our land and our feet, you're gonna lean into that right foot so you can lift that left, bring the left knee forward, meet the right. Now that right arm sweeps out, up to the sky to pull you up to stand. You're at the front of the mat for a moment, arms reach up, yay. We're gonna go for a little bit of that standing back bend, but we're gonna dig the elbows back deep and down. So you get that kind of feeling like you're doing an up dog or a cobra in the sky. Okay, inhale to align, arms up, exhale to fold, down to the toes. So we haven't had a lot of these forward bows yet, right? So it's a nice little moment to respect this little moment. That's nice. So we have one more side left to go, and that's our power practice today. Inhale to a flat back. Okay, and your exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. We're gonna hop this into chaturanga, but you choose, right? If you need to step, do that. Chaturanga to up dog. And then this up dog is gonna go right into your C-curve plank pose, right? So the hips go up, shoulders stay forward, chin tucks, belly button in. Ooh. And then we settle into your down dog, right? Work the wrists, soften the wrist, take your time. One hand on the next, you reach around, cross the heart. Be sort of playful with what you're doing to relieve yourself of any undue stress. So don't stress yourself out. I know I'm putting a lot of stuff out there and in there. Okay, left leg's gonna lift. Here's an open hip, three-legged dog. And then here's our little crossover, left knee, right elbow, just a little tap touch, right? It's just to be kind of cute and make sure we're working with sort of our crosshatch section, right? From left hip to right shoulder. Right hand down, left leg back up and open. And this is our side plank with an open version of tree. So it's like a playful place. Left foot is not touching the right leg, but if it needs to, it could, right? It's cute. Left hand goes to the floor. At the same time, left foot lands outside the hand and then chaturanga the arms. Awesome. Right, here we go, presses back. And then there you are. Here's your three-legged dog. Hands walk back to your right foot. Okay, left knee tucks, bring it in, up with you. Arms up, left leg out, fall forward. Here's your lunge. Whee! Okay, turn your twist to the left first, and then we're reaching back. Left hand to right leg, right arm up, left leg straight, and then perhaps a little glance over the shoulder, right arm back. Okay, left knee bends to hook your elbow. Okay, follow left arm to the sky, reaching out in front of you, long, and then hands to meet. So you're in a twisted prayer twist lunge, nice strong upper back, nice long line from the back leg to the top of the head. Lean into that left foot, weight shift, breathe, take your time. Let it be wobbly, it might even be a little bit messy. Right knee tucks, meet the feet. Nice even knees, nice even hips. Yay. And then left arm goes up to the sky to pull you all the way up. Hallelujah. Right, reach to the sky, both arms up. Here's those little deep W's back, behind you and down and heart up. Smile open. That might just be open teeth. Arms up to the sky, reaching, and then follow your exhale. Wow. Yay. So you're in a forward bound. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold. Yeah, so welcome into your space, right? So welcome to feeling your body explore even as it's discovering, right? So stepping into maybe some new realms or revisiting some past ones that we always enjoy feeling and seeing and knowing, right? So strength in the upper body, strength in the lower body, and mobility to exchange from in between. So whichever one you might find lighter or darker. Appreciate where they meet. Inhale halfway up, right? Nice open heart. If you want, hop, step, or jump to chaturanga. Right? Hands plant. There you are. Go for a nice up dog and go to that C-curve plank pose. Okay, keep that C-curve plank pose for a second here. Really lean into the fingers, tuck the belly up and in, the chin tucks towards your chest, your eyes towards your navel. Whew. As you lift your chin, we're going back into your cobra up dog. Okay, now we're gonna bend the knees, feet are going up, elbows and shoulders tucked back. Ooh, I love this song. I used to have a 1990 Toyota Corolla. Now I have a 2019 Toyota Corolla. Both blue, but I blasted my speakers out. They actually kind of made a little explosion listening to Shadow Boxer by Fiona Apple. I guess too loud for Michigan, right? So I'm swishing my shoulders right and left. I'm looking back, hello cute feet. My little big toes are touching, kissing, embracing, right? It's a little swishy, kind of cute, nice strong butt. You're on your knees, hands and knees now, all fours. So this is how we're gonna finish a little bit of this. This is more of a ab core exercise than it is of shoulders, but it just happens to be for the shoulders. So call it what you want. we're going to get a whole lot of it out of it, right? So pick up the right arm. My left hand's on the floor. I like to go to fingertips just because I like the relief from putting pressure on the palm and the wrist. There's so much in our life we already do on that, so why not lighten it up when we can. This tuck, you're going to first bend the elbow and tuck the elbow down in, reach it towards your left wrist, but then sweep and reach, straighten your arm way over to your left. So you're going to feel you're not touching the floor. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the front. You're pressing your palm up, and then you're going to come back up. So you're going to get a lot of like pectoral strength and right ribs to left hip also. That oblique challenge, right? So you're up and open again. Tuck again. So it's going under your right elbow first, is reaching towards your left wrist, but then pushing farther out and then up. Okay, your eyes will look sort of up to the sky past that left shoulder. And it's okay that I'm talking too much there because it turns a little bit more into an isometric thing at that moment, right? So you're gonna really hold that strength so you can think about it. This last one, because it's the third one, right arm's up. Okay, you're just breathing up to the sky and you're thinking, yeah, the great thing about sort of being in good health and balance is that it kind of just, it feels fun and exciting, but it doesn't feel like anything else. It doesn't hurt, it shouldn't be tingling, pain, all those things. You're like, oh, when I'm in my best form, it actually feels like nothing. But that sense of joy is a feeling, so that's sort of that opportunity you get without distraction. While you're up here, right? Still up here, enjoying that space, that might be what you're feeling. Yay, one more time, shadow boxer, elbow bend. Tuck under, sweep, 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 reach up, press, press, press. You can sort of drop the head a little bit so you're not overdoing the neck, but still, right shoulder's not on the floor, hips are balanced. Yay, and then when you come up with that right arm, it's gonna pull you all the way to stand on your knees. Right arm is dominant, reaching like we started class, reach back, find left heel or hip, you choose, and now left arm gets that sweep across the heart. So I'm dropping my left shoulder a little bit. I'm deeply looking back towards my right foot. Curious about my pedicure game. And then left arm brings you up. And you're in the middle, right? Standing on your knees. Come back, all fours. Another solid option, if you don't want to be on fingertips because that's irritating, you could fold your mat over and give yourself a nice juicy pad on the mat, or you could have your hand on a pillow or a block, whatever it is that you wish. Okay, left arm up. Okay. All right, we sort of descend with a nice soft elbow. You feel your abdominals from left ribs, cross the heart, cross the ribs, towards the right hip, towards that right wrist, and then push out, reach towards me or the camera or to your right, and then press up as if you're holding something from falling from the sky. Okay? Your inhale fills into your left lungs, left ribs, palm is out to your left. Nice squeeze the upper back. Woo, nice length from the lats, because this is a nice actual strength in your lats. Okay? Again, elbow tuck, reach under and over, not landing on your head or your shoulder, so hovering, even pressing away from the floor, lifting up to the sky. Back up. All right, here's that last one. So we have a little bit of time here to feel the joy. Maybe you're excited in your skin and your energy is up, and right, the caffeine that you may have had recently or long ago has reactivated, refortified with your balance. Or it's your natural energy, right? Tuck under again, I don't know. Over to the right and press up. Strong pectoral muscles, strong opening underneath that right arm. And then we're gonna follow this one, right? Left arm is going up, and it's gonna pull you all the way up to stand on your knees, stay open on the left side, left hand stretch, reach back, hip or heel, right arm then goes up, and then it's gonna descend slightly like it's going across the heart towards the floor. So over to the left, little drop of that right shoulder as it's reaching. Yay. And your inhale, right arm comes up. and you're on your knees. Good job. All right, let's take this to the floor for a moment. So come to your back. Knees are bent, right? There's a nice little feeling where you can touch the backs of your heels. Arms are by your sides, palms are pressed down. And now just lift the hips, right? Tuck your shoulders underneath you. Right here, we're gonna just breathe with some nice strong tone, right? You can gain so much from this without having to count, without having to qualify anything. Just feel, right? I feel, and I already know that I set up my feet just right, a little bit wider than the hips, not too aggressive. Knees, they feel like they're over their heels, great, right? Your hips are lifting, your glutes have no choice but to engage. But what we're receiving from all this blathering of mine, while you're just staying in this shape, is a great opening in the psoas. So right, this is putting you sort of beyond your sort of any preconceived notion of the future, right? Such mobility, such strength, such agility to access as we progress in time. So this is really great for so many reasons. But just accept it, right? Like, you're like, yes, I know this is working. This is definitely gonna give me all that ass, right? So exactly what's gonna make your jeans look amazing for the fall and winter, okay? Hips come down, yay. All right, another little cannonball here, knees in towards your chest. I'm holding my shins, right? I have a little cross on my feet because sometimes it makes it a little cuter. And you're just gonna let this come into a nice big inhale to rise to your high boat. We have a nice moment here in high boat, right? Wherever you want those arms to be. If you're working on getting those legs higher and really tucking in, the C curve starts to develop in this tuck if you get your legs higher. Ooh, right? And then the egress, cross your shins. And we're gonna come right into our seated, right, cross-legged position with the hands at the heart. Okay? Just gonna face you. And let your eyes close for a soft moment together. Close and be strong, close and be open. Right? The great and grand paradox. So where one thing ends, another begins. And so we'll commence on the light, all right? Continue forward and hydrate, keep your body balanced, and maybe keep that debris away. Or if you like the chaos, right? Just keep drinking that coffee and carry on, young Funyun. Do whatever it is you chose, whatever balances you out, wherever you love to love, right? Namaste. There we go. Thanks. Thanks for coming. I'll see you again on the flip side. Peace. Talk soon.